Here are the top 5 things I like about the Fuji X-T30 II. Here we go. First up, the size. Number 1, this is a really small camera. It does fit into your jacket pocket. Right now I have a pretty larger long lens on it with the adapter. So you can see there's an adapter here for a K-mount lens, which I can probably pull off and show you guys really quickly that this is a really tiny camera. There we go. You can see it's thin, there's not much to it. It is a pretty small camera for what it does. It reminds me of those other Sony cameras that we used to have, but the size is really compact. 2, the display. The display does this cool flippy thing where you could shoot like this, or you could turn it sideways and you could shoot like looking down at the camera. So you could take street photography from a really low angle, just looking down. You hold the camera way down here, and it's kind of super discreet because no one actually sees it, because they're always looking at eye level, so they never really notice you're actually taking the picture. It reminds me of those older kind of, I don't know what those are called, but those really old cameras where you look from the top down. The screen also works the opposite way too, where you could also flip it up, and this helps me do like crowd shots. So I could just like stretch my arms way up and do a really cool crowd shot. The next thing I like about this camera are the dials. The dials help me just kind of figure out where I need to be, what settings I need to be on, even before turning on the camera. I hate looking at like tiny numbers on the display and trying to figure it out. So having the dials here, just like manually, those really help me to just like set stuff that I want to set from before and double check that my settings are right without having to always look back at the display and wonder where things are on the display, because I hate doing that. The next thing I like about the X-T30 II is the auto button. And you could see that right there. Once this focuses in, you can see the auto button right there. And what that helps me to do, it doesn't necessarily help me to take photos, but if I hand this off to, like, we're at a park and I just need someone to take a photo of me, or a group photo of the family, we're at dinner, the waitress offers to take a photo of the family, I'm like, oh yeah, sure. They're like overwhelmed with this crazy camera, all the buttons and dials, which is overwhelming. I just flick it in auto mode and say, go, just hit the shutter button, and it works. So that's one thing I really appreciate about this camera. The 5th thing I like about this camera is the pop-up flash. See right here, let's pop this up. Once this focuses, boom. That flash right there allows me to take really, really cool shots at night. And what that does, we all know the flash from the 90s with that red eye, but what this does, it gives it that like older nighttime 90s look, but we're still at 24 megapixels, and you get those really nice like in the club looking shots where everything here is really bright but everything in the background is really dark. So really love having that option to go flash. This feels really good. I'm at a bar, I'm at a restaurant, mostly a bar or a club, somewhere like that, a party that's happening, and you can use that flash and get some really, really cool photos. And the nostalgic effect of just having that flash go poof and kind of brighten the night, the dark night, really, really helps. So those are the 5 things I really like about this X-T30 Mark II camera. I know the X-T50 is about to come out sometime this month or later next month. So I think I'm going to stick with this camera. I do want to try the new one, but for now, I love this camera. Love the portability, love the features, love the buttons. Everything about this camera works super good. Comment your favorite features below. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm going to do a video coming up next about the X-T30 II and the XS20, which I'm using to record this video right now. So be sure to check in for that. Until next time, remember, perspective is everything.